Hi guys, welcome to this video. So, it's me. Hi. Probably in a better quality than you probably seen me before. But, yeah, this is my college room. So, it's a bit different to the usual recording studio that I have back at home. So, if the audio sounds a bit dodgy, sorry. It's the travel microphone. So why am I making the video? Or making this one? It's probably to update you on what's going on behind the scenes. So, the major thing, if you haven't been looking at the posts I've been putting on YouTube, is the next video coming up is on the Project 22-160 class of offshore patrol vessels that the Russian Navy has. All 6, technically, are complete, and they all look exactly how they're meant to, bar the last one, which is technically in reality still under construction in Zelenogorsk. So she's not technically finished, but I have the model and I have a nameplate, so technically she's weirdly more built than the real thing, which is quite funny. So yes, there's that. Now, the touchy subject is this project's taken me about 8 months at the moment, and unfortunately, my laptop now appears to be dying. Blender doesn't want to load the model with textures anymore, and Unreal Engine 5, which is what I use to make all the nice fancy images and video and stuff, decides it doesn't like Bykov and will crash immediately when trying to load her into a world with water. So that's great. So I'm now in a quandary. What do I do? So I have the option to use an app called Twinmotion, which is part of the Unreal Engine 5 / Epic Games video and photography suite, which is what I'm going to have to use, because this actually allows me to load the ship. It's actually in water. Yes, there isn't any waves, but it's unfortunately going to have to do, because at the moment I can't see any other way of getting this to actually even work to the point where I can actually make a video on these ships. Because, believe you me, over the last 48 hours I have kind of thought, should I just scrap the entire project and just cut my losses here and now? So, luckily enough, I'm not doing that. But the thought was there. Now, what are we looking at? So I'm looking at a beginning of July upload, if I can get everything done. Now, what I have left to do is to finish the KH-35 missile launcher. Well, KH-35 missile itself. Turns out I built the KH-35UE model. Turns out that's the wrong model. It should be a KH-35U. So what's different is the bottom of the actual missile, and there's a booster at the end. So, oops. Other than that, I need to make the caliber missile launcher in the 40-foot container. So that also needs to have an SSN-27 Sizzler missile to go with it. Just so for the video itself you can actually sort of see what it can come with. And then finally we need to build the cope tool. So the lastminute.com we need air defense system that is definitely not meant to be a land vehicle slapped to the back end of the ship and tied down with essentially tie downs. It's great. It's really great. So that is what I have left to do. I've already started writing the script, and The video will basically be a hybrid type of video, very similar to what we saw with the Salamis video that I uploaded, February last year. So that is what we're going to be doing with this. Now, what else am I going to do with it? So she's meant to go into not Unreal Engine 5. She's meant to go into Arma Reforger at some stage. So further work will need to be done on that ship to actually make her go into the game, as and when I get in. Now, looking a little bit further ahead, I've got a few ideas of what I want to do next as videos. I have a merchant vessel collision video, which would be very interesting. So I'm planning on doing that at some stage. I've also got a ship that's been in the news recently that has... I don't want to give much away, but let's just put it this way. The clue is she's 155 metres long, 17 metres in beam, and is one of a class. Well, it's a single ship of a class. Yeah. So we'll just go with that, and you can work that one out. I'm sure some of you might already know just by me saying those couple of little tidbits. But yeah, that's basically it for that. If I can, I will try and utilize the assets available to me from the Bykov to try and make a little bit more content, because as you know, I quite like my radars and I quite like my guns and my missiles, so I'm going to try and make some dedicated videos with those. But that is essentially that is the video. So thank you very much everyone for your support. If you want, go join the Discord. It would be really nice if you could boost up those numbers, get to see what I'm actually working on without me making videos or sticking things on YouTube. And yeah, I think I've also resurrected the Instagram page. So, you know, when I go back to sea and do all I do at sea, you can actually have a look and see what I really do beyond sitting behind a camera making model ships. Very much. And I will catch you hopefully in the beginning of July when the Bykov finally gets uploaded. So, take care. See you soon.